Into all this Hades, and today we're discussing One Piece chapter 1150, Dummy Reverse C. We finally see what Emu could do, and yeah, it's a big threat, dude. I'm surprised they're showing us this early Oda. Well, when I say this early, I mean compared to seeing what Emu could do. That's crazy. Think about it. We're seeing Emu fight before Shanks, like in a straight up fight. Ain't that crazy? Emu before a Shamrock, before Garland. That's wild to me. Like, holy cow, right? So let's just dive right into the review, shall we? And but also before I forget, Emu's the reason why King Harold went crazy, right? Like that has to be it, right? I'm just like it has to be at this point. Because I think a lot of us have been suspecting that when they said that Harold just went mad and just started killing people, it's like it's probably because of this. It's probably because I always assumed it was probably the God's Knights that did something. It might have been Emu himself that probably did this. Maybe, but we'll see in the future, right? So yes, well, the first cover page we get right here is of Yamamoto, Ulti, and Page, or Pei if you prefer. I think Yamamoto, she's neat. Okay, let's cut to the main story where some of the giants. It looks like some of the parents of the giant children that are captured. They go there to try to save the children. They're like, "All right, this is our chance. Let's go get them." You know, then one of the giants goes up to the child and he gets stabbed by the invisible thorns, which still makes me go, "Oh," because again, that's, again, if you've ever been stabbed by thorns, which are so tiny, it's so painful. So just imagine like big invisible thorns. Yeah, not a great time. Then Emu's like silenced as he launches a massive hockey wave that just knocks out a bunch of the giants and kids. So pretty crazy strong, of course. And we get Dory and Broggy. They're on their way to the situation because again, they're not going to stand by just let all this just happen, right? Then we see Emu. Okay, Oda is such a genius for this. Emu is evil, but he disguises himself as the gods because they're gods, they're holy, they're celestial dragons. But when they reveal their true power, they have devil ability, devil powers. Genius, Oda. Hasn't been done in manga and anime since. But yeah, Emu Genko. I'm just gonna refer to her as of the moment because Emu. We really don't know his gender. I'm assuming he's gonna be a female. I'm just assuming, and Genko is female, so I'm just saying. So yes, and then the giant pitchfork, bat wings, and a devil tail. So pure evil. And Imko, Imko's like, he's like, is this really the best you guys could do? Killing him and killing him. It's like, wait, no, the nightmare holes remain open. Essentially says, yeah, that the nightmare creatures are still around. They're still, doing their thing, and they can't die because in their world, dying does not exist to them. And I was like, okay, okay, so actual logic from dreams, they come from manifests into the actual world, so they can't die in a dream. So that means they can't die in the world. I was surprised. I was like, oh, free. Okay, so these things, this got way more dangerous. Holy cow. So can they be chopped up, right? Can they? That's dangerous. That's a dangerous fruit there. Combined with what we're gonna see later with Emu, and then we get Robin, that straw hat female, trying to break out of the thorns, and of course it's rough for her. Jinbei like, hold on, you gotta calm down. Robin Sanji said, I have to help. I can't just sit here captured and do nothing. I get it, especially with Robin. Her friend Saul's been taking out the library of the books that the Marines should have taken, or SCP. But whatever, Oda's never gonna explain why they didn't take it. And we get Summers. He is still alive. Of course. Why? Did anyone think he was dead? Did anyone? And Summers like, all right away, because Emu tells him, yeah, go, go make sure the kids, we get the kids, and he's on his way, and we see him regenerating. So it is yeah, yay. When he hurt Summers could still regenerate. It was just reduced to a very, very slow. So interesting, I gotta say that. So it doesn't, obviously, it's not gonna be like, they just lose their body part forever because he got cut from shoulder to lower shoulder, and he still survived. We all knew that. So it just came down to, okay, so someone had to put him back together like Hidan from Naruto? No, he does regenerate eventually. Okay. And as he's going, we get the giants attacking Emu. And of course, Dory is on his way, and Emu refers to them as the blue and red ogre, referring to Broggy and Dory. And then they go up, and Dory grabs Emu, and they're like, all right, I got her. you, the rest of you go ahead. And Emu, because we see Emu summon a book similar to like something like from Yu-Gi-Oh, and one wing is gone. So did her arm turn from the wing turn to her arm? Because she'd be tied like this, right? So did one wing turn to an arm? She summons the book, which releases a knife and gun. Which honestly, does she really need the knife? Because she gets it to stab him. Presumably that's to let go, but then she gets the gun and shoots off his hand. And the reason why Oda's doing this because he's obviously going to get his hand back, because right there and then Emu uses a magic circle that sucks in Dory halfway, and then it flips over and then flips back, and he's a demon. He's a giant demon attacking his own men, and he's a giant among giants. So yeah, and then Eames starts doing it to Groggy and a whole bunch of other giants. And Emu has an army of evil giants and the dream demons, and Emu's like, it will not be destroyed, but preserved and ruled over. Perhaps it is time to stay and watch, to see how useful they will be in war. Referring to he's gonna watch it, or sorry, she's gonna watch it to see her warriors fight and see how good they're gonna be in the future. And oh boy, Jar is just watching all of this, and they're telling Jar, "Yeah, you better get out of here, man. You better run because this is not going well." And Jar's like, you don't tell a warrior to run away." So not well for Jar. And I'm just curious to how in the world the Straw Hats are gonna win here. I hope it's not like another event where in the Egghead where the giant robot undid a thread and had a massive Hucky just completely go away and just like wiped out the Gorosei and all that. I hope nothing like that happens. I hope there's more strategy to it. But honestly, there's probably a good chance that Loki's going to come back 100% full healed because he ate a lot of food, because that's how healing works in One Piece. And him and Luffy are going to team up, and they're more than likely going to be able to beat Emu somehow. And once they do beat Emu, don't tell me they're not. They are going to beat Emu, and then it's going to be, okay, so who's going to be next for them to fight? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong, because Emu should be here like doing this, and he's like, okay, now that Marijois is being destroyed, I'm going to go over there and bounce. Later, guys, poof, and he goes over there. It's just Summers and Killingham there managing, and then I could see the Straw Hats somehow beating them, you know. Yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna give this chapter not bad. It's just the things that I'm worried about the future with Emu. Like, they're showing his powers, what he's capable of do. Now it's gonna be like, okay, now what? He's clearly gonna have more stuff up his sleeve. What are they? I'm not sure, but we'll see. But overall, this chapter was fine. 7 out of 10. I liked it. But again, I'm more worried about the future now, because like, okay, they're establishing some stuff here. Now is Oda gonna go through with it? We'll see in the future, right? So anyway, if you listen this far, I appreciate it, and this is wild. Anyway, y'all take care and have a good one.